Hey, this is my first ever live. I'm pretty nervous. Yeah, but I just wanted to say thank you. I reached, hey people are coming in. Yay. Yeah, so, oh, thank you. Y'all are so sweet. Oh, thank you. Hi everybody, this is exciting. This is my first live ever. But I wanted to say thank you for all of my new subscribers, all of my viewers. I reached 1,000. I'm almost at 2,000 now. But yeah, I wanted to say thank you. I wanted to do some free readings. I wanted to share some of, oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys are so nice. Oh, guys, I wanted to say thank you too, for all the support that I was receiving on that video that I recently put out. That was just me, like, angrily ranting. And I think I might actually take it down just because I feel like that was kind of low vibrational for me to go off in that way. But all of you were so nice. You were all like, it's okay, I hope you're okay. Like, everyone was just being so kind and supportive, and I thank you so much for that, because I really needed that at that time. So yeah, I wanted to say thank you for that as well. I want to do some free readings today. I want to share some books with you, and I will answer any questions that you guys might have for me. Somebody put in my in one of my community posts, which I finally figured out how to do community posts. Yes, Triana, you can go first, my girl. But somebody put a question in my community post about what the strawberry moon is, so we can talk about that. Hi, everyone. Okay, so I guess the first thing I wanted to do was just show you some good books, and we'll get that out of the way, and then we can start the readings. Okay, so this book I really like. There's a lot of really interesting information in it, and I've learned a lot from it. So it's called Symbols of the Goddess, and it's by Claire Gibson. So this book is really nice. It's got some really cool pictures in there of like actual artifacts. Oh, I opened right up to the Mediterranean goddess page, but it's just really beautiful, and I've learned a lot from it. The next book I wanted to share is Animals Speak, The Spiritual and Magical Powers of Creatures Great and Small, and that's by Ted Andrews. And hi everyone. And this is an animal totem book. So this has been, there was a point in my life when I had an apartment, but I didn't have any internet. I couldn't afford it, so I didn't have it. So I really had to, I couldn't reference the internet for my information. I had to just use books. And this book was given to me by a dear friend. And it's just, I don't know, it's really beautiful. It's got a lot of information in there, a bunch of different kinds of animals. We just turned to tiger. So, like, yeah, it's great. It's very interesting. This book, I freaking love this book. The Crystal Wisdom book. A wonderful healer and very kind woman gave me a version of this book and let me borrow it for a while, and then I actually ended up getting my own. This book I could only find secondhand. This book I got on Amazon secondhand. The Animal Totem one I got from a friend, but I'm sure you could find it like at on Amazon. But this book is amazing. I love referencing this book, not only for crystal information, but what I really love about it is it talks about all the different realms. So it talks about like, first of all, it gives really good information on the chakras. But it talks about like the different realms in life. So there's like the self, and it goes deeply into the self. And then, after self is like prosperity, and it goes deeply into that, and it's just so interesting. There's a lot of really great information in it. And then I really love, then it has all the different chakras, and then it has, it breaks down each chakra, and And then it also talks about the different elements, which I love. So there's like the mineral realm, the ether realm, all the things like that. So this is an amazing book. This is by Stephanie Harrison and Barbara Kleiner. So yes, amazing book. Yes, the Crystal Wisdom book. Amazing. If you can get your hands on this book, I've learned so much from it. And then my by far my most favorite book that I have, other than my Bible, because I do reference the Bible. There's a lot of really good information and spell work to help protect you in the Bible and just like give you guidance. I don't subscribe to any certain religion, but I do take what I can, what works for me. This book, by far one of my favorite book, the Encyclopedia of Spirits. If y'all get any book, get this book, because it was a little pricey. Not really though, because it's so thick. It was like $30, I think. But it's by Judica Isles, and this has helped me so much in my research of gods, goddesses, spirits, sorry, I had cat hair in my mouth, of just the divine in general. It breaks down, like, if you work with gods and goddesses, if you do spell work and you need to know, like, what day of the week is best for them, you need to know, like, what kind of offerings they like, whatever it is that you need to know about them to be able to gain their help in your magical workings, this book has it all. And it tells you even, like, what kind of people these spirits like, because as I was saying in my other video, it's like certain spirits vibe with certain humans. So it's like you can learn about the spirit and find out if it's even right for you to call upon them, because sometimes some spirits just aren't right for certain humans. But yes, the Encyclopedia of Spirits, by far my most referenced and favorite book. Okay, guys, let's start reading. Yes, of course. Yeah, definitely. That was how I started working with goddesses and gods. Because, you know, it's like if you met a person and you wanted something from them, but you didn't know anything about them and you didn't have anything to offer them, and you just went up to them and were like, hey, I need your help with this. They'd be like, who are you exactly? And what do you have to offer me, you know? Okay. Thank you. Okay. So, let's see. Triana, what's your question? I said you could go first. Hello. Will you send me your question, Triana, please? I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Oh, yeah, girl. Definitely. Or RH, you could be a boy. I'm sorry if you're a boy and I just called you a girl. But yeah, definitely get into some crystal work, because the crystals, they affect us. They do. They affect the properties that they are made out of. We are also made out of those same properties, so they obviously affect our bodies. Hey, from Germany. Okay, sorry, I didn't want to call you by the wrong, you know, gender identity. Triana, will you tell me your question, please? Hey, Germany. Thank you. The live goes fast. I really know what people are talking. Oh, sorry. I gotta get used to this. Okay, what's next for me in my love life? All right, girl. Let's find out. Okay. This is my kitchen, by the way, guys. I'm always reading in my living room, so this is my kitchen. All right, what's next for Triana's love life? Okay, that one came out. Let's get a couple of these. And then we will also pull advice. So we'll see what Spirit has to say. Woo, I'm getting real hot. I know I'm channeling because I'm getting real hot. We will pull what Spirit has to say about what is next for your love life, or whatever the reading is. And then we will pull some advice. Okay, so what's next in Triana's love life? Got it. Let's get one more, please. Okay. Okay, girl, this is very interesting. So the first card that came out was the High Priestess. So basically, Spirit is saying, like, they can't tell you everything. Like, they're part of your divine journey is going to be not knowing. It's going to have to be trusting in Spirit. Because then we also got the Three of Pentacles, which is, to me as a reader, it's Spirit working hand in hand with humans in the physical realm. So Spirit wants you to have more faith in them. Oh, I just heard too, Spirit wants you to tell them what you want. Because you can have whatever you want. Especially here we have the Page of Wands. And like the wands to me, it's you know, it's fire, it's manifestation. So what Spirit wants you to do is they want you to get a journal just for writing your manifestations in. Don't put like your grocery list in it. Like just your manifestations in this journal, and they want you to write exactly what you want in a partner, because you will bring that to you. That is a fantastic thing for you to do with this full moon tomorrow night. So get yourself just a simple little journal and write exactly what you want in a relationship, in a human being, in that journal, but write it as if you already have it. So the universe doesn't understand negatives, and it doesn't understand when you're saying like, I want this. You have to say like, I have a loyal partner who I love, who loves me, and who I enjoy spending time with. Like whatever it is that you want, you have to write it like you already have it, because that's how the universe can understand your wants. Spirit is also warning, do not let an old partner back in your life. This card to me is bringing the dead back to life. So it's like Spirit's just saying like, a lot of times when we start to manifest something new, the universe likes to test us and bring around something old that we know isn't good for us. So it's like Spirit's just saying, if a person comes around that you know isn't good for you, that relationship has died and it's been dead, they're saying like, leave the hatchet buried, leave the dead, don't bring it back to life, because you will just continue on a cycle that doesn't even doesn't serve your highest and greatest good, when you could have a brand new person that literally you manifested exactly what you wanted in a human being. Like you have the power to do that. So why would you go back to something that didn't work when you have the power to create literally whatever you want? But with the High Priestess here, she's also the fortune teller, so I feel like that's just confirming the manifestation magic. But I also know that it's saying like, they can't tell you everything, because part of this lesson is to have faith. Part of this lesson is to know your power, know your worth, and not settle. So yeah, get yourself that notebook, and do not take back any exes right now, because that will hinder you. It will put you back on a wheel that you don't want to be on. Okay, I hope that resonated. Oh, and we'll get a little piece of advice from these cards. Whoa. Okay, so we got 2. Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature. So this is saying you got to spend a little bit more time outside and get yourself grounded in the earth, on the grass. And then we have Council of Light, Divine Orchestration, Helpers in the Subtle Realm. So Spirit is saying you have many spirits with you, but Spirit cannot interfere in the physical realm without permission. So you have to ask for help to receive help. So Spirit's saying, ask and we will help you. But they need your permission to interfere from the spiritual realm into the physical realm. You are so welcome. Thank you for being so supportive and kind to me. I really, really appreciate you. Okay, who's next? Oh, thank you for saying hit the like button. Yeah, guys. Okay, so just drop your questions. Drop your specific questions for a reading. Hi, I'm new. Is my future with Felipe Aquarius? Is any future with Felipe Aquarius? Sorry, guys. I'm still getting used to being live. We're on distance right now. I know if he loves someone else. I don't know if he loves someone else. I'm a Scorpio. Okay, so that is Valentina Fernandez. All right, so I guess we will find out if you have a future with him and if he's interested in someone else. Okay. Yes, I already forgot the name. Oh, man. Valentina Fernandez. Okay. Valentina Fernandez. Does she... Whoa, okay, that came flying out. Does she have a future with him, and is he interested in someone else? Does she have a future with Felipe, and is he interested in someone else? Okay, so the first card that came flying out, girl, was the Devil. And oh, thank you so much. Okay, so the first card that came flying out was the Devil. So to me, that told me that there is probably some fuckery going on. There is, I would say that he is probably interested in somebody else. I don't know how much of a future. So I strongly feel like you need to let go a little bit, because this is the Four of Pentacles. So that's about not wanting to move, not wanting to let go, not wanting to, just not wanting to take action. And so Spirit's telling me now you have a large purpose, like a big divine purpose that you're supposed to be completing, and this is kind of distracting you. This is kind of like a distraction from your goal. But Spirit is also telling me that we have the Four of Wands here. So I feel like when you let go of this, like if this is not working for you, when you let go of this, that's when you will find your divine partner that you actually can really vibe with better. And then we also have Succubus here. So I feel like this person is kind of like an energy vampire that is taking away from your light. With this Akinda, she was like a dormant snake goddess that laid dormant and curled up in like the center of the earth, and she never moved, because when she would move, the whole earth would shake. So I feel like, but she had to move because she had to create change. She had to create movement in the earth. So I feel like it's time for you to get moving, because you have such a big impact and you have so much that you have to imprint on this earth, that it's time to let go of distractions, and it's time to stop putting yourself into people that take from you, that suck the life out of you. Because, you know, we do need earth-shattering change right now, because our earth is not a healthy place. And once you do kind of like move on, then you will find somebody who's much better for you, I would say. But let's get a little advice from these cards. Okay. Yeah. Let's get one more. Okay. So we got the ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. And then we have share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution, expression. So Spirit is saying that it's time for you to kind of share your thoughts like with him, and let him know where you're coming from. And also I feel like this is alluding to the fact that you have like a very large life purpose. So Spirit is wanting you to step more into that purpose and share your voice and give your knowledge and give your love to the people who actually appreciate your love. And the fact that it says it's happening for you, not to you, that's just Spirit saying like this is all a lesson, this is all a chance for you to grow and to learn. So try to look at it as a lesson, a life lesson experience, and not as something sad, you know? I mean, of course it's okay to feel sad, of course it's okay to feel those emotions, but they just don't want you to sit in that too long, and they don't want, I just heard, don't get a victim mentality. Everything is happening for you so that you can reach your divine purpose, and so that you can grow as a human being and evolve in this life to be the human that you're supposed to be. So I hope that helped. Let's see. Okay, I'm so glad. Okay. Buck XO, I get a feeling that an older man is in love with me, but I'm not sure and want to know it because I can't forget him. Let's find out, Buck XO. Older man in love with you and you can't forget him. Hi. Let me just get a sip of water. Okay. Let's see. What does this older man feel for this person? Ooh. Okay, before I even get into it, Spirit's saying, girl, you gotta move on. Get it moving. Get it moving. Okay. Alright. So, Spirit's saying, like, they understand that you can't forget him. They understand, okay? Because we also have the Seven of Cups, which is, you know, having a lot of options, but also it's a lot of fantasy. And we have here the Loch Ness Monster, which is like, I guess it's technically a myth. It could be real. Like, nobody knows if it's not. But, so Spirit is saying that, like, what you feel is real, but you are romanticizing this in your mind. You are remembering only the good and trying to kind of push aside the bad to kind of like justify it to yourself why you can't let go. And it's okay if you have feelings that you still need to work through, but rather than fantasizing about something that isn't true to this physical realm, it's better to allow yourself to feel those emotions. Allow yourself to have them rise up and work through them so that you actually can move on. Because we have here the Eight of Cups, which is like moving on down your path and just getting it moving. And in the Rider-Waite deck, there is a man walking down a path, and he's got like a moon with a face looking down on him. So Spirit's saying, like, they got your back. Especially with this one, we have Judgment as well. So it's like Spirit's saying you're highly protected, they've got your back, but it's up to you to get out of your head and get out of fantasy mode, which will actually be easier because Neptune is going retrograde on my birthday, actually, on June 21st, which is the first day of summer, first day of Cancer, and Neptune is going retrograde. So it's going to be an easy, like, half-truths are going to be coming to the surface, as well as, we're going to have less tolerance for making excuses for the people around us and for their actions and for their behavior. We're going to have less fantasies about what we want them to be and see them more clearly for who they actually are. So Spirit wants you to ask for help from them, ask for a little help from them, and to start walking away. Even if it's just in your mind, even if you just start walking in your mind away first and just trying to push that away from you, because they're saying that, they just told me it was good for what it was when it was good, but at this point it's time to walk away. So, let's get a little advice from this deck. I just heard in my head, too, he very well might love you. But just because someone loves you and you love them doesn't mean that you should be together or that you bring out the best in each other. So what you're feeling is real, but it's about what's best for you. Okay, awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. So this will help you evolve. This will help you, like I was saying, grow and change to be like a better person and to kind of get out of your head. Something you can do, especially since I see this starseed, what lights you up. Now, a starseed is, I believe as humans, like, I don't believe everyone's a starseed. Maybe we all are, nobody can really know. But a starseed, I believe as humans, we all have guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, and a star family. So our star family is like the aliens because I believe in interdimensional beings. We are only in the third plane of existence. We are in the 3D physical realm. So, and we know for a fact through science that there are 13 dimensions. So, of course, there are probably interdimensional beings throughout these different dimensions, you know what I mean? So each of us are connected to a star family, a different race, a different species of, aliens, as you would call them, interdimensional beings that help us. And every night before I go to sleep, as long as I remember, I try to ask my stars family specifically to upgrade my DNA, turn it over, and help me evolve. So because we have starseed here, And then we have awakening, and that things are changing on a cellular level. It's very important right now that you do that. Before you go to sleep, say thank you. Say thank you for another day of life to your guides, guardians, ancestors, and angels, and your star family. And then ask your star family specifically, will you please upgrade my DNA while I sleep? Please turn my DNA over so that I can evolve and I can be the best version of myself, the healthiest version of myself in this human physical realm, so that you can complete your purpose. Okay. Who's next? Let's see. Okay. Nikki Stratton. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Hey, another... Oh, Ninki, I think. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Should I work in the career I trained for? Mother forced it just to get some freedom, or continue to work on manifesting what I really want from my life? All signs of my are signs of my manifestation coming soon. Okay. Should I work in the career I trained for just to get freedom, or continue? Okay. I just heard in my head both. We're going to pull cards, but so far that's what Spirit's saying is both. Okay. Okay. Should Ninki Stratton work in the career that she was forced into by her mother, or should she pursue her passion? Wow, it's hot in here. Whoa, okay. Okay. So, alright, so Spirit is saying, first of all, that this weighs very heavily on you. The pressure that your mother puts on you, it weighs very, very heavily on you, and it pretty much, like, it, like, haunts you. Almost. It haunts you. It gets you really in your head. You really have to, it makes you feel like you're weighing these two decisions that you can't create your own truth on, because you're being haunted by the voice of your mother telling you what to do. So, Spirit really wants you to put that aside and try to clear your mind for some meditation. Spirit is also, you got the moon. So, Spirit is saying that it's time so tomorrow we have the full moon. Very similarly, you are going to get a manifestation journal, and you are going to write down, oh, thank you. You're going to write down what you want. What do you want in career? What exactly do you want? And like I was saying to Triana, write it like you already have it. But really, they just told me, really think about that. What does make you happy? Because I feel like you're somebody who's probably been told how they felt their whole life, probably been told what kind of person they should be their whole life. So it's time for you to really reflect and say, what do I want? What do I like? What's good for me? What are my passions? Is this truly my passion? Can I do this every day for the rest of my life, you know? So Spirit is saying at this full moon, this is the time. So tomorrow night, it's time for you to figure out what exactly it is that you want and how you're going to achieve it. Spirit is saying that the world is in the palm of your hands. You can have it. You can have the career that you are passionate about. You do not have to follow what your mother is saying. It might be like financially rewarding, and I think that's why Spirit said both. Like, if you already have training in this career and you already are doing it, it would be good to continue, like, hustling to make the money to do everything that you want to do in your life. But they're also telling me that it's time for you to stop putting your own wants to the side, and that it's really time for you to connect more to self, to nature, to spirit, and to start learning and pursuing your actual passion and what you want to do. But if you need monetary gain right now, if you need monetary stability, through the money of whatever it is that your mother is pushing you to do. It's okay to do that, but you have to make time for what you actually want, for your true passions in life and what is on your true life path. Because if we do not follow our true life path, we will not be successful until we get on that path. Because Spirit will continue to block us and take away from us until we understand that this is not what we're supposed to have. So, like, I want this for my life. I want to read. I want to heal, which I do. It's like my side job, but I also am a nanny, which is very rewarding to me. I really love it. But, you know, I have to make money in other avenues, because at this point in my life, I'm not at a point where I have grown my business enough to just do this. But, yeah, Spirit's saying for you to be happy, you will have to pursue your passion. And for you to actually gain what you want in your life, you're going to have to pursue what you want, not what your mom wants. Okay. Trust the niggle. Trust the niggle. Okay? Niggle. What is that niggling feeling trying to tell you? So that's saying, girl, you gotta trust your gut. You gotta trust your instinct and follow your passion, because you're not going to get you're not going to get where you need to be in this life by listening to your mother's instinct. It's all about your instinct. It's time to let go and move on and create your life, your best life, because you're the only person who has to live your life. There's nobody else who, like, your mom can tell you what to do all day, but at the end of the day, it's not her life, and she gets to go home and live her life, and you are going to be stuck living the life that your mother wants you to live, which isn't fair. So it's very important for you to trust trust that. And then we also have Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. So Spirit's saying, like, when you do trust your gut, that's Spirit telling you what to do. We also have, you're already doing it. Stop overthinking it. Keep facing your true north. So that's your truth. Keep facing your truth, not your mother's truth. And don't overthink it too much. Just kind of go with it. Just kind of let your gut lead you and take it, see where it goes. And then we also got, don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So I feel like this is just going back to, like, your mother's wants rather than yours. And they're saying you have a lot to do in this life, and it's not necessarily the path that your mother wants you to take. So don't dim yourself. Don't take away. Because, like I said, you will have a hard time achieving success if you do. So yeah, let your light shine. I hope that helped. Okay, who's next? Okay. DJ, will you write your question, please? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm, like, putting my hand over the camera. I've got to get used to this. You are so welcome. Thank you. This is aquamarine. This is a flower that my parents gave me because they said, it was so sweet. They said, even if this was way more eloquently put than I can put it, but they said, even if there was a field full of flowers, as in, like, daughters, we would always pick you, which was so sweet. And then this is black onyx, and then this is another flower from my little cousin, my little 5-year-old cousin. Okay, DJ. Antoinette, yes, I will do you after DJ. Hey, Jenny. Okay, girl, what's your question? D. D, will you please write your question? Okay, should I become a registered behavior tech or study to sell insurance? What will be a better fit for me to make more money? Also, should I allow my cousin back into my life? I have no family or love. I'm really sorry to hear that. That's really painful. But I do want you to know that you can create a family. I know it's not the same as having blood family, but you can create a family of friends that you actually choose to keep around you. And I know it's not the same as blood, but sometimes you can have better connections with people who are not blood related to you. Okay, so behavior tech or insurance. So we'll pull a card for each of those things, then we'll pull a card for the cousin. So can you tell us about behavior tech, please, for D? Okay. Okay, we'll take both of those. And then will you tell us about insurance for D, please? Okay. And then will you tell us what we need to know about her cousin? Should she let her cousin back into her life? Okay. Behavior tech and insurance. Okay, so what I think about the behavior tech, I think that this career will kind of like, it will pull on your emotions. I think it will be hard for you to separate the pieces of whatever it is that you're dealing with from your truth and your life. I think it's going to be hard for you to leave work at work, is what I'm saying. And then we have the Five of Cups, and then we also have, oh, I just heard in my head that this could kind of like bring your vibe down. It could bring, if you're a very sensitive and intuitive person, this could kind of suck the energy from you. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is the Inquisitor, and I feel like this job will really put you to the test. Like, there's no doubt that this job will help you grow as a behavior tech. You will definitely grow and you will learn things about yourself, but it will weigh on you. And also, I think you will have a hard time separating career from regular life and separating your emotions from those of the people or whoever you're working with around you. As far as insurance tech goes, we have the Chariot. So, that's like movement. But he's wearing armor. So I feel like they're saying that like, selling insurance, it will be, I don't want to say the easier route, but it'll be a route where you can protect yourself more. So I don't think that they're saying like that the behavior tech is bad. Like, I think it would definitely be a challenge, but it's whether or not you feel like you're up for that challenge, because it will take a lot from you. It will take a lot of your energy, a lot of your time, and it will even like take up space in your mind when you're not at work. Insurance, it's going to be like more straightforward. You're going to have more of you'll be able to keep your armor up so that like people can't really get to you. But Spirit just told me, what do you find more rewarding? Because whatever it is that you find more rewarding, that you actually enjoy, is what you should do. I want to pull one more card about insurance, please. Insurance. Okay, so we got two more. Yes, so, we got three more. Okay. Yeah, we got more armor here. Hi. We've got more armor here. And then we've got the Eight of Cups, and then we've got the Queen of Cups. So I feel like this is saying like, this is part of your path, and it's going to help you kind of create a thick skin and learn how to protect yourself, while also being able to separate your emotions from other people's in this career. But like I said, Spirit wants you to do what you feel like is more rewarding, what you actually feel like you could spend your time doing, what you feel like is for the highest and greatest good of humanity. But then as far as your cousin goes, we've got the Empress. So I feel like how you said you don't have like family or love, I feel like this connection would bring love back into your life. It would bring kind of like that nurturing relationship that you're looking for to have between blood, to have somebody who you can count on, somebody who, feels like family, blood family, because that might be very important to you. And I think this relationship would be good, but I do see that you would just have to set your boundaries early on. Set your boundaries and don't waver on them, because, when we set a standard, a high standard in the beginning, it's much harder for somebody to kind of try and manipulate us and break down that high standard in our life. because they know us as the person who has already set the strong boundary rather than a person who was kind of letting them walk all over us and then creating a boundary once they hurt us. So they're saying this can bring you love, this can bring you happiness, this can bring you a good friendship and a good close connection with family, but you have to set your boundaries. And then let's get a little advice from these cards. Whoa, you got Starseed as well. I'm gonna get one more, please. For D. Okay. Okay. So what I was saying about humanity, creating heaven on earth, it's happening. Lumeria. So this is all about like, so I don't know, this is I don't usually talk about this in my readings, but it is something that I do a lot of research on, and basically the elites of the country, the 1%, the people who rule this country, they have really twisted Satanism, and they've twisted it to kind of into more of a secret society kind of thing. And what they're trying to do is create hell on earth. They're trying to create literal hell on this planet. So, like, my mission and the mission of high vibrational beings and a lot of the reason why people are on this earth is to help flip that, take the power back, and to start creating heaven on earth, because that's the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is to create heaven on earth. Hello from Turkey. So this is just reinforcing, like, choose the career. Go quiet your mind, do a little meditating, ask spirit, what will help me make the earth a better place? Even if it's the harder career or the easier career, it doesn't matter. It's all about what will help make this world a better place, what will help you create heaven on earth, and what is something that you can do for literally the rest of your life. And then we have Starseed, what lights you up. So this is saying that, call upon your star family for this question. Call upon your star family, the interdimensional beings that walk with you. And you can do the same thing that I would advise everyone to do what I had told the other person, to, before you go to sleep, say thank you to your guides, guardians, ancestors, and angels, and to ask your star family specifically to turn over your DNA, help you literally turn over your cells, and help you evolve to become a better human being. And I think this will help you tap in more. I help you listen to your spirits a little more easily. Okay, I hope that helped, Dee. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, you're so welcome. Hi from Canada. Hello, Canada. Okay. All right. Lauren Laurel has... Thank you so much, MIAF. Like, thank you. I see you and I appreciate you. Like, you're really helping me out. When I figure out how to make moderators, I'm about to make you a moderator. Okay, Lauren Laurel has a question. How does Scorpio, Sun, Aries, Moon, man feel about her? Got it. So, what was the name? Lauren Laurel. Wow, that's a really cool name. How does Scorpio, Sun, Aries, Moon feel about her? Okay. How does Lauren Laurel, Scorpio, Sun, Aries, Moon feel about her? Ooh. Got it. Okay, so let me get one more. Okay, so this is a divinely guided connection. This is a connection of which spirit is working with the physical to help manifest this, to help create this, and to help, this is supposed to be in your life. Spirit put this in your life path. This is a challenge for you to speak up more. You got to speak your truth to this dude. They want you to actually ask, how does he feel about you? I think he likes you. I think that he wants to create something with you. He wants to create a life with you. He wants to move forward with you. Like, he wants to get going and do more and have more with you. However, he is defensive, as well as you. I believe you are also defensive. I think that you have a wall up because you've probably been hurt in the past. And so yeah, but he does like you, obviously, and he does want to build something with you. But Spirit is challenging you to speak your truth. Speak your truth. That is part of the divine lesson of this connection, is opening up and saying what is true to you. Also, I do feel like when you do speak your truth, you will be matched with more truth. Like, there's not, like, remember how I was saying with Neptune going retrograde, there's going to be no more half-truths. It's going to be full truths. You will be matched with quick, responsive communication that is truth. There's no more, like, oh, back and forth, like, oh, does he like me, does he not like me? Like, no, you will know. And I do believe that, he does like you, and he does want to create something with you. Let's see what advice we have from, all right. Okay. Okay, so Spirit is definitely asking you to speak your truth, but when you speak your truth, they want you to express your boundaries that you have with him. If there are certain things that you accept in a relationship and certain things that you don't, you have to be very straightforward right away, forthcoming, and tell him what are your boundaries, what works for you and what doesn't, what is a deal breaker and what is something that makes you really fall for a person. Like, you have to be very clear about your boundaries and let him know, because I think y'all are pretty much on the same page, but you can't know until you tell him what it is that you need. And then in turn, like I was saying, he will tell you what he needs. There will be truth coming in. And it might be really like chaotic or kind of word vomity, but it's okay because it's truth. And they're saying, don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? How are you holding, my throat just started hurting. How are you holding back your throat chakra and not letting your truth be spoken? Don't do that. You have to, sorry, I'm being bossy. But, oh, thank you. Thank you, Nikki. But yeah, don't do that. You give them the whole truth. Like I was saying, let them know, set your boundaries, and don't be afraid of losing him. Because if you lose him, he wasn't meant for you anyway, and there'll be something better coming in. But I truly do think that he wants to build something with you. But it's up to you to open up that throat chakra and get the message out. You can put blue stones right here. This right here is the point in Reiki that is connected to your throat chakra. You can also put them directly on your throat. But girl, my throat is hurting, so it's time for you to speak up. Whew. And then you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. So I feel like that's saying, like, don't overthink it. Don't, like, write out a script. And, like, it's okay to write out bullet points that you want to get to, your certain boundaries that you want to set, whatever it is. But don't, like, write a script and be like, like, overthinking it and telling him, like, what you feel through a letter or something like that. Just, like, let it flow. Let it be natural. Trust that it's going to come out right. And trust that as long as it is your truth, it can only bring you growth, and it can only bring growth in this relationship. Hope that helps. Okay, Antoinette, what's my future with Brian? How does he feel about me? I was told that we're twin flames. Oh, sorry. I just am really also admiring your name, Antoinette. I've just heard that in my head. Like, what a beautiful name. So myself and my spirits are admiring your name. Okay, what's my future with Brian? How does he feel about me? I was told that we're twin flames. This is a deep connection, but it's off and on. We live in different states. Okay, so Antoinette and Brian, how does he feel? And we'll see if we get any twin flame cards. I'm being called to use this deck. Ooh, the sexual deck. Okay. How does Brian feel about Antoinette? With the pretty name. Okay, if anybody has this deck, can you tell me if yours smells like chocolate? Because mine smells like chocolate, and I don't really know why. Not that I'm complaining, but okay. Antoinette and Brian. How does he feel about her? Are they twins? Okay. Whoa. Whew, 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 whew. All right. So, we've got the Seven of Cups, the Six of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the World. So this is pretty damn good. So I feel like he does wish that you were in closer proximity, as I think you do too, because you are living separated right now, but I think you both kind of like, you feel that separation and it doesn't feel good, and you wish that you were closer, and you both have this urge to like move closer and get closer together, but no one has actually taken that step to actually move the physical proximity. But we are, like, you are manifesting in your mind, like, the more you think about wanting to be closer to him, the more he thinks about wanting to be closer to you, it is going to start to manifest into the physical realm. There just has not been any movement in the physical realm yet to actual closer proximity. He fantasizes about you a lot. He definitely fantasizes about you a lot, and he also thinks that, like, you're somebody who is so amazing that you have a lot of options, and that there are many people that you could be with. So just know that he thinks about you very highly, and he might not always show it, like he might not always tell you in words, but he does think very highly of you, and he thinks you're somebody that has so much to offer. There's no way that you don't have other people, like other suitors coming in from all different directions right now. We have the Ten of Chalices, so he feels like he could build a life with you. He feels like he could have a family with you. He could have children with you. Like he could, you know, just be very happy with you. Like you guys have similar wants as far as what it is that you want to bring into this world. And he really does feel like you could be his wife and the mother of his children, and that you guys could really create a family. But I think he's offish. I think that scares him. I think it scares him to have somebody that he feels so deeply about, so he's kind of like, ooh, and he like skirts the other way, you know, because he's like, oh my god, that's a really deep connection, and I don't really know if I'm mature enough to deal with that yet. So it's like, here you are offering like literally everything to him, and like the same kind of life that you guys would want, but there's like this immature piece of him that wants to like, I don't know, I'm not ready, you know? So he does really feel like he could have those things with you, but he's just a little, like, immature. We have the Two of Cups, so he's definitely a soulmate. Definitely a soulmate, but, you know, if you've been told he's your twin flame, I would trust that, because, you know, the fact that I have certain twin flame cards in this deck, but the fact that we did get the two of Chalices, like soulmate energy, he's at least a soulmate, at least. We didn't get any twin flame cards out here, but he's at least your soulmate. This is at least a connection that you are divinely guided to have. And it's like you guys get each other. You get each other in a way that nobody else has ever really gotten you before. And if you are twin flames, that could be because you are of the same soul. So it just like each of you has what the other lacks, and it just makes sense. But yeah, you are the world to him. Whether or not he tells you, you are his world, and he really does want this family with you. But I think that, so I'm learning about the art of seduction, and it's like the more that we put our energy into wanting something, the more that we put our energy into calling something to us, the more it will run away. So right now, because I can see she's putting out an offer, Spirit wants you to put out less offers, kind of pull back a little bit, and let him chase you, because the second that we release and that we let go of something, that's the second that we learn, or that thing is like, oh, I no longer feel their energy pulling on me. I don't want to run anymore. I now want to go towards it. So it's like, and it's so funny because I've been kind of like unfollowing people on Instagram. It's like I have all these people and I'm like, I don't really care what you're doing, so I unfollow them. And it's like the second I unfollow them, like they've never liked my shit before. They've never been a part of anything before. And now all of a sudden here they are like looking at my story, liking my stuff. And it's just, to me, that's such like a simple way to describe that. Like when you let go of something, that's when it wants you back. So Spirit just wants you to give less offers, because he does feel very strongly about you, and he does feel like you guys could like have the world together, but you need to let go a little bit. And now let's get some advice. Aha. Okay. Mirror, who or what is triggering you? So that's very interesting. How I was saying you guys might mirror each other. If you are twin flames, you can kind of like probably look into his eyes and like see yourself in him. And I think Spirit is asking you to, rather than try and like I was saying, pull towards him, make offers towards him, they want you to do some inner work. They want you to figure out your triggers. They want you to figure out what is it that you need to work on in yourself, because this separation right now could be so that you can grow and so that you can be the best version of yourself, so that you can have a family and a life together. So Spirit wants you to look within and figure out what's triggering you, and look less outwardly towards him. Oh, bye. Thank you so much for coming. Have a good sleep. And then boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? So a lot of times when we have love for somebody that we're connected to spiritually, on the 5-dimensional plane, they will come in and like seep into our energy. So it's like, he might sneak into your dreams. He might sneak up in your thoughts when you least expect it. Like you might be trying to meditate and he's like sneaking up on you, trying to get in your energy. And it's like Spirit saying you need to create better boundaries on the 5-dimensional plane. So like protecting your aura so that his energy can't penetrate your aura. Because right now you need to focus on you so that you can bring him to you. So that your energy can just naturally call him back to you. So Spirit wants you to, something you can do is you can picture a white light in your core, in your center, that just keeps growing and growing and growing until it creates a bubble around you, and then kind of like let it burst and like create a shield around you, and that will protect your aura. And when you're doing that, say, no energy shall penetrate this other than my own, or other than energies that are for my highest and greatest good. And you can even call him out by name and say like, he's not going to penetrate my energy right now. I've got self-work to do. So yeah. Hi. Hey, girl. Oh, hey, Alyssa, I want to do a reading for you. You're so nice to me. Do you have a question, Alyssa? Alyssa? Oh. Okay, yay. What's your question? Okay, we'll come back to you then. Okay. So, okay. Nikki Yellow wants to know how her person feels about her. All right, Nikki Yellow, you know, we got the same name. Sure thing. Okay. That wasn't who I just did, right? This is a different person? Oh, yes, I will post the live, Antoinette. Of course I will. Okay. Okay, Nikki Yellow, what does her person think about her? Different. Okay, thanks. It's a lot. Thank you so much, Mia. I want to give you a reading too. So we'll do Nikki Yellow, then we're going to do Alyssa, E, and then we're going to do Mia. I'm sorry I called you MIA before. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Okay, Nikki Yellow. Girl, your person is very sexually attracted to you. Namaste, girl. Thank you for your help. Ooh, Nikki Yellow. Spirit's just throwing these cards. Aha, aha. Maybe one more. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yes. So as I said, Nikki Yellow, your person is very sexually attracted to you. So we have here the Devil, and we have here the Knight of Swords. Okay, so I think that this person spends a lot of their time fantasizing about you. I also think that you probably fantasize about them as well, and through these fantasies you're kind of like bringing that into the physical realm. Yeah, they think you're really sexy. They definitely like your butt. Look at that butt. Yeah, so they definitely like your butt. And you're better than the rest, because see, we've got like these other bitches over here that are like hee, like looking in the doorway, but it's like yeah, it's like they think you're better than anybody they've ever had before. They really, really like your body, and it's like they want to dominate you. They want to dominate you. That's what they like. Yeah, and they have a lot of fantasies about you. We also have the Six of Pentacles, and this woman, to me, she is doing a spell here, because as you can see, this apple has been cut and tied back together. Her foot is kind of circling on this pentacle, and then here's this man showing back up, like, and she's eating an apple, like, not even caring, like, yeah, I knew you was gonna come back, like, I knew you were coming, because I did a spell, because I'm magical. So whether or not you did a spell, you have such a strong energy that you have, that this person really can't even deny it. It's like they just keep coming back. Oh, I just heard too, like, a lot of times if you're a bruja, whether you know you're a bruja or not, you have like a magical yoni, so like your vagina is magical, and it's like if you do sleep with this person, like it can make them go a little crazy, like it can make them get a little obsessive, like I just need more and more of that, because you know it's magic. So yeah, I feel like this person is like, they really like you and they really can't get enough of you. We also here have one of my twin flame cards. So this could be a twin flame, I would say, because out of all these cards, out of all these, this whole deck, you got, whoa, and then the Fool wanted to fall out. So out of all these decks, out of all these cards, you got a twin flame card. So this person could be your twin flame, but either way, this is a very fiery and passionate connection. You feel like you can talk, like you feel like you can just chill. Like it feels like after you hook up or whatever, you can just like go out to a restaurant or go out wherever, or just have like some food and just chill and like be yourselves and connect on more of a level than like a sexual level. But although this person really does fantasize about you a lot, but at the same time, you know, you do have that mental connection and that emotional connection, and your souls really do entwine, you know? And then we have the Fool. So I feel like this person is going to be wanting to take the next step with you soon, like whatever that is for you. I think they're going to either, if you're not official, then they're going to want to make it official. If you are official, and like maybe you'll be getting engaged, maybe you'll be getting married, whatever it is, like this person wants to take the next step with you. So they really like you. They like you on a lot of levels. They like your mind, they like your body, they like your soul, and I think that's amazing. That's really great. And let's get a little piece of advice. Okay, so I just heard it. So I got this card and I heard a message in my head when I got it. It says, the crumbling. What are you clinging to? They want you to let go of fear and let go of doubt. It's time for you to have more faith in yourself. It's time for you to have more faith in this connection. And it's time for you to, because, you know, when we feed into fear, we just feed that and create more of it in the universe. That, and also I learned, like, in college, that there's such thing as self-fulfilling prophecy. So if you believe something to be true, specifically of the vibration of fear, like you are going to subconsciously start to act in ways that make that true. So like say you were like, oh, I always fail tests, like I'll never get a good grade on this test. And so you subconsciously start to act in ways like you just don't study at all. Of course you're going to fail if you don't even try or don't even study. So rather than putting any kind of fear out into the world, they want you to really check your mind, like get a control on your thoughts, and they want you to only think in like positives and only think about what it is exactly that you want, not what you don't want, because as I said before, the universe does not understand negatives. It will bring you exactly what you don't want by accident because you are thinking in fear. And then Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. So I feel like that's just touching on that this relationship is not only divinely guided, but that you are protected. So you can let go of the fear because you do have, 25 people watching, 25 likes, 25. So you can let go of the fear because you are divinely protected. So it's like, even if, sorry, I lost my train of thought a little bit. Yes, you are divinely guided, you are divinely protected. Don't second guess it. Don't second guess it because your spirits are strong and your spirits got your back. So let go of the fear and just start thinking about what you want and really trust this relationship. Okay, whoa, now we're at 2626. That's cool. Numerology. Okay, so Alyssa, let me see if I can find your question. Okay, do you see any advances in my finances within the next couple months? Any job opportunities? If it has, okay. Okay, so it doesn't have to be about love. Absolutely not. Okay, let's see about advances in your finances and job opportunities. And then, what is it? Does Tim have any interest in becoming serious? Okay, so we'll do the finances first, and then we'll see what we can see about Tim. Okay, so job opportunities for Alyssa E. Can you please tell? Whoa. Okay. Can you please tell us about job opportunities for Alyssa E? All right, that one flew out. Okay. Job opportunities for, okay, so first of all, Spirit wants you to know that the fruits of your labor will start to show. You will finally start to see, everything that you've been working for. However, Spirit really wants you to work on your communication skills and actually speaking your truth and knowing that what you have to say is important and that it's valid and that you have really good input to give in the workplace. I also just heard, like, when you're doing interviews, fake it till you make it. Like, obviously don't lie, like don't outwardly lie, but definitely make yourself seem better than you are, because I used to think, as somebody who's like a very honest person, I used to think it was wrong to like talk myself up in an interview, but that's not the truth at all. Like, you really have to talk yourself up so that you can show them how good you are at what you do, and so that you can continue to learn to become better at whatever it is that you're trying to do. So it's very important that, like, rather than like always being like honest to a T, like you really do have to give yourself like that extra oomph and know. And they just told me confidence, working on that confidence. I can tell by the messages you leave that you're just so kind and so loving and so giving of yourself. So it's so time for you to turn around and give that back to yourself and to recognize your worth. And I see 2727. So that's numerology for you to look up. 7 is heaven. But anyway, so it's like Spirit really needs you to recognize your worth. Don't settle for less than your worth, and they really need you to speak up, and they really need you to speak highly of yourself. That includes like self-talk in your head. Like, do not put yourself down. Do not say, oh, I could never do that. I'm not smart enough. I'm not this. I'm not that. Like, no, none of that. You got to keep the vibe high and really keep say what you need to say, because you have important things to say, you have important ideas, and you have a lot to give. And like I said, they want you to give some of what you've been giving to others, give it back to yourself. Give yourself the kindness and the love. Yes, and Spirit is just asking you to have some strength during this time. This is a learning opportunity. This is an opportunity to grow. And so if finances have been a little difficult, this is a lot about like money mindset too. Like you don't have the mindset of lack. Because the more, like how I've been saying in all the readings, like the more you think about something, the more you're going to bring that to you, because the universe just does not compute. So you got to think like, money's fine. Money's fine. I'm going to be fine. And I'm going to get a good job. Like, you just have to think like that, because the more you think in like an abundance mindset, the more you're going to actually bring that abundance towards yourself. And this is a real test of strength. It's a real test of strength. But as you can see, we've got this little guy looking down on you here. Like, this is you. And it's like the gentle lion that's playing with the butterfly. And so I feel like it's like you are just such a kind, giving person, and they really need you to find that strength within yourself to have the abundance mindset rather than a lack mindset. And they just want you to know, like, they are always watching. They're always with you. And if you ever need help, all you have to do is ask. If you ever need answers, all you have to do is ask. Get quiet within yourself and ask. They just told me if you don't have a tarot deck, it's time for you to get one, because you are very intuitive, you are very sensitive, and you can read the way that, you appreciate readers. But they just want you to know that they are always with you, and they got your back, and that they're never going to let you get in a financial strain. It's up to your mindset, though, to actually produce that in the physical realm. But you will, like I said, if you keep this good mindset, you will be able to see the fruits of your labor very, very soon. All right, let's find out about Tim. Does Tim want to be serious? All right, he's nervous, he's scared, he's guarded. Got it. Okay, he does think a lot about you. You're definitely on his mind a lot, but he is very scared. He's a guarded and scared individual. He has been hurt in the past, hurt deeply by someone that he really loved in a relationship. So although he thinks about you a lot and really has you on his mind a lot, also the fear, it's very fear driven. Like, so it's like he might be thinking about you, and then there's like that little devil in his head that's like, but remember the time you got hurt, And so it's like he does have a very, he does want you, he does think about you a lot, but he's very, very guarded, and it's almost like none shall pass, kind of. Like, it's going to be work to get connected to him spiritually. To get on that deeper level with him. But he does really like everything I was saying about you. Like, you are this nurturing, kind, loving, giving figure in his life, and he sees you for that, and he really does appreciate that about you. But he's been deeply hurt, he's deeply wounded, and he may not be ready right now to let you in. I mean, like I said, you can put in the work and try and see what you can do to kind of ease his fears and gain his trust. But at the same time, we cannot change people. People have to change from within. Like, his guardedness and his fear-driven behavior and thoughts will have to be healed from within, from him. So, like, Spirit's saying, like, yes, he does like you, but it is going to be work to get close to him. And do not overextend yourself. Do not let this become something of like really wanting to help him and wanting to get close to him, because you can only do so much. Whew, that was big messages. And we'll get one of these too for you, girl. Awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. So I feel like this is Spirit saying, like, now is the time for you to, how I was saying, give back to yourself, and this will help change your entire world. Like, your financial career will change, your relationship, the way you look at and deal with relationships will change, but it all starts with you. It all starts with you kind of setting those good boundaries and giving back to yourself and only using kind words with yourself. Okay, so now I'm going to do Mia, and then I think I'm going to be done because it's been 73 minutes and I'm pretty tired. Oh, love you too, girl. I'm so glad. My question, what does Spirit want me to know? Awesome. Let's see. I'm drawn to this deck. I haven't used this deck yet, so we're going to use these two decks, and that deck. What does Spirit want Mia to know? Whoa, okay. What does Spirit want Mia to know? Got it? Okay. That was fast. Whoa, okay. Wow, Spirit. That deck really wanted to talk to you, Mia. That deck doesn't always give such quick answers. And let's get one of these for Mia, if not two. For all the hard work she's been doing for me. Okay. So. Okay. So, Spirit, the first card that came out. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. The first card that came out is make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And then we have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So Spirit is saying that the next step in your spiritual path, which we have religious factors, your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So Spirit is saying the next step in your spiritual path is to open up and share your voice, share your truth, whether that be with a specific someone, if you have a relationship or somebody that you're interested in your life, or whether it be with family, friends, whatever it is, you need to have heart-to-heart conversations. Like, you need to be really honest about what you're feeling, which is very appropriate with this Neptune retrograde, because you're not going to be able to hold it back anymore, and you're not going to be able to bite your tongue and make excuses for people anymore. And like I had said, half-truths are going to be full truths now. And if full truths that were half-truths should show up in your life, it's time for you to speak on that. Like, and you might be somebody who's like, I feel like you're probably somebody who's not non-confrontational, but like you're not going to, if you can stay out of a situation, you're not going to let people really walk all over you, but if you can stay out of a situation, then you will, you know? Like, it's not like you go out, like some people go out looking for drama, looking for issues, whatever it is. Like, that's not you. You would like to stay out of those issues if you can, but Spirit's saying, like, there's probably something that's going to come up that's going to challenge you to kind of like tell your thoughts and opinions on a certain situation with a certain person. And this might not be easy, especially if you really have a lot of love for this person and you don't know how they're going to receive it. But Spirit's saying it's worth it. You will be rewarded. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're supposed to take, even if those steps are difficult. Yes, and then religious factors. So sometimes on our spiritual path, you know, we might not have love for a while, or we might have continuously not great relationships for a while, or whatever it is. Like, we might be separated from our true love for a certain amount of time because there's a certain amount of things that we need to do before we can come into union with that love. Like, there are certain, like, checklists almost. Like, think of it as like a checklist. Certain things that you have to get done before you can actually come into connection with that person. So, or if you do have a person right now, Spirit is saying that it's time to focus less attention on love and that person, and it's time to more focus your attention on Spirit. And get a lot more connected with the divine, because you are intuitive. And they just told me they try to send you signs all the time, but sometimes you're not paying attention or you don't understand the signs that they're trying to send. They just told me angel numbers is a big one for you. So when you see repeating numbers on the clock, on license plates, on mailboxes, out where you are, like, that's a message. That's the angels trying to get to you. And it's up to you to look up the meanings of those angel numbers. Also, they just told me they send you totem animals. If there are certain animals that cross your path, it's very important that you look up what the meaning of that, like, what does that animal stand for? What is the meaning behind that animal? because they're trying to send you heads up pennies, and even not heads up pennies, like coins. When you come across coins in your path, like that's spirit trying to give you a message. Coins to me is like them just being like, hey, we're here. Or like if you're in a situation and you're like, I don't know if this is good, I don't know if this is bad, if you see a penny, then that's like the angels being like, good job, like you're supposed to be here, you're on your path. So they're sending you signs all the time. They just need you to get a little bit more connected to that. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So this goes with this religious card. It's time for you to like let go of the worldly physical dimension, and it's really time for you to go within, kind of go hermit mode and start doing your learning, start doing more research, start getting more connected, and start doing more more spiritual things. Yes, and they would like you to spend a little time outside. Go sit on the grass, go sit under a tree on the grass like Buddha, and just sit there and just enjoy the energy. And the earth, actually, when we put like our butt on the grass or put our feet on the grass or lay on our back, whoa, I have huge pit stains. I'm really sweating, so I'm channeling. Oh God, that's embarrassing. Okay, so I get so fucking sweaty when I channel. But anyway, so it's like when we connect our physical body to the earth can then take negative ions from our body, recycle them back into the ground, and turn them into positive ions. So Spirit wants you to do that. Spirit wants you to go sit under a tree on the grass and just let the negative energy and negative ions cycle out of your body, get out of your body, and recycle them back into the earth so that they can be recycled into something better. If there is a man in your life, although you do have a good, like, energetic connection, an emotional connection, they just don't want you to give too much. Don't be giving too much to this person, that you get entwined in their traumas, in their life lessons, because something that is important to learn is that, you know, we can't help everyone. We can't, like, we can't always help everyone because we might be interfering with their karma. We might be interfering with a lesson that they had literally signed up in their life path to make. So when we come in and we try to do too much for someone else, we can then accidentally take on their burdens and then not have anything to show for it, because it's not part of what our actual karma is supposed to be, not what our life path is supposed to be. So Spirit's saying know when to let go. And if you don't have a person right now, they're saying when you do have a person come in, make sure that you're not the one giving your all to the relationship. Like, not that you shouldn't give your all, but like, make sure that there's reciprocation. Make sure that there's give and take. Make sure that this person recognizes your power, your worth, and your strength. And they just told me you need to demand that. You need to demand that. And it's almost like this person needs to give more to you, because your energy is so strong and so amazing and so giving and so fulfilling that it's like they have to give a little bit more to equal yours. So even if they are giving a little more, it's not that they're giving more, it's that they're equaling your energy, because they are, your energy is very powerful. Whew, okay, and then let's get some messages from this deck. You also got Starseed. Okay. Okay, so you got take a break, a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So Spirit is just saying that, like, I've given you, like, a lot to think about, I've given you some homework to do, and they're saying, like, don't try to do it all at once. Like, don't get stressed out. Don't, they're saying, obviously, like, learn and grow and do the things that they have suggested for you to do, but it's like, you don't have to go do them all today or even all this week. It's progress. It's a life's work, not a day's work. So don't try to fit, like, a life's work of information or whatever into one day. It's like they're saying pace yourself. Like, you've been given certain things to do during this time, but you don't have to run and go do them all at once. And then Lumeria, creating heaven on earth, it's happening. So this is like how I was talking about, like, the heaven, like creating heaven on earth. They're just saying that they want you to tap into your soul more, tap into your solar plexus right here, you know, tap into that so that you can uplift humanity, so that you can fulfill your purpose in life, and that you can actually help to create heaven on earth, actually help to make this planet a better place. So the first step in that, rather than running out and doing like a million things, the first step in that is going to be first connecting to yourself, doing some meditation, and seeing what Spirit has to say for you as to what you can help to do to channel and uplift humanity. And then we have Starseed, all these Starseeds in this chat. Starseed, what lights you up? So this, I'm going to give you the same suggestion I gave to the other people. Give gratitude to your guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, and star family every night before you go to bed. Say, thank you for another day of life. Thank you for another day of health. Thank you for whatever it is that you feel grateful for. Thank you for a roof over my head. Thank you for food. But then ask if your star family would please turn over your cells, turn over your DNA while you're sleeping, and help you evolve to create your highest, help you evolve to make you the person to create your own reality, to create your highest and greatest good in this life, and to help create heaven on earth. Yeah, girl. Oh, man. Alright, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. This was awesome. This was my first live. Thank you so much, Mia, for, you know, helping me out and being like a moderator. When I figure out how to make moderators, I will totally make you one. I just figured out how to post in the community. But, oh, good. I'm so glad that it made you feel good. Yes, I have an Instagram. It's called The Duchess Lady. The Duchess Lady. So, like, Duchess, like I have here. But I just post a lot of pole dancing on there, to be honest. And then I do have a Snap, which is also The Duchess Lady, but I literally never go on it. But if you want to find me on there, totally look me up. I might go on there every once in a while. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Like I said, this was my first live, so this was an amazing experience. And thank you guys so much for oh, thank you. Thank you for being a part of this experience for me. And thank you so much for subscribing, for viewing, for liking, for everything that you give to me. I appreciate you. And I'm so glad that you can receive my energy, in a way that is helpful to you. Yeah, and I appreciate the kind words. I really do try to read I actually do read all of the comments. I can't respond to all of them, but oh, you're so welcome. Thank you. Oh, you guys are so nice. I really appreciate you. Oh, love you too. Oh, you guys are so kind. Thank you. So I'm actually going to be doing something exciting. My best friend is going to come on here and collab with me. She's very knowledgeable about vaccines and kind of like the health industry, big pharma, everything like that. So she's going to compile a bunch of information together, and we're totally going to do a collab. So if you're interested in that and, like, you know, the elites and the New World Order and everything like that, that would definitely be something to watch, because I'm really excited for that. She's so smart. She has so much information. So yeah, thank you guys so much. I think I'm gonna start doing lives. I think I'm gonna start like doing cheap little readings, and you know, like cheap little live readings for people who are just looking for like a quick answer, have a quick question. Yeah, so I think I'm going to try to go live more. And, oh, thank you. I love you guys, too. Thank you. Yes, I do need some rest now. And I need a freaking shower because I'm all sweaty. But, okay, I don't know how to turn off the live. So, yeah, I thank you guys. And I will see you sometime soon. All right, bye.